Welcome back, smart mathematicians. Let's do question 5.1. Without using a calculator, simplify the following expression to one trigonometric ratio. Okay, right. And then this is our expression here. So we have to simplify this. Let's start with sine 140 degrees. That will be a reduction there. So where is 140 degrees? 140 degrees is in the second quadrant. Okay, quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so 140 is in the second quadrant. This is 140 degrees. Okay, and then in the second quadrant, this is like 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. So we have sine 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. Okay, just remember that in quadrant 1, let's say, let me use theta. Quadrant 1, there's theta. Quadrant 2 is 180 degrees. 180 degrees minus theta. Then quadrant 3 is 180 degrees plus theta. Then quadrant 4 is 360 degrees minus theta. Okay, right, and then we come to sine 360 degrees minus x, which is in quadrant 4. You see, it is in this form. And then sine of an angle here is negative in the fourth quadrant. So it's going to be, let's just reduce that straight away. So this is negative sine x. Okay, please put this in the bracket to make sure that we don't get confused by the operations there. Okay, this is multiplication, so just put the brackets, or if you're fine with the dots, it's fine. Okay, and then we're done with the top part. Let's come to the denominator. Let's look at cos 50. If we check here at the top, we have 40 degrees, and remember that sine of angle is equal to cos complement of angle. Remember complementary angles. Complementary angles are what? Or complementary angles add up to 90 degrees, like 30 and 60, 10 and 80, 70 degrees, 20 degrees. You see that? So complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. And then we have cos angle. Remember that cos angle is equal to sine complement of angle. Remember that, okay? So now it means, what is the complementary angle which complements what? 50 degrees? It will be 40 degrees. 50 degrees plus 40 degrees is what? Is 90 degrees, okay? So it's going to be sine complement of 50, okay? So it's going to be sine 40. Sine 40 degrees. And then we come to this one. What is this one? These are negative angles, remember? Remember that sine negative x is equal to negative sine x. And then cos negative x is equal to cos x. And then tan negative x is equal to negative tan x. Okay, remember that. It is only cos negative x which is positive, which will give you cos x. So here we're going to have negative tan x. Okay, right, let's reduce this one. We say that it's going to be sine in the second quadrant is positive. So this is sine 40 degrees, right, times negative sine x, all this over sine 40 degrees times negative tan x. Okay, and then sine 40 degrees divided by sine 40 degrees is 1. So we remain with negative sine x divided by negative tan x, and then negative divided by negative is what? Is positive. So this is equal to sine x over tan x. Okay, and then what are we left with here? We just need to use the identity of tan x. So this is sine x divided by tan x is sine x over cos x. Okay, sine x over cos x. And then there are two ways we can do this. What we can do, we can say, let's multiply by the multiplicative inverse of sine x over cos x on, multiply the numerator and denominator by the multiplicative inverse of sine x over cos x. Okay, which is cos x over sine x. So we say times cos x over sine x. Okay, let me do this. I want to write this one as sine x over 1 so that it's clear. Okay, let's just do that. Right, sine x is just same as sine x over 1. And then say also here times the same thing, which is the multiplicative inverse of sine x over cos x, which is cos x over sine x. Right, and then so cos x divided by cos x is 1, sin x divided by sin x is 1. So our denominator becomes 1. And then here is sin x divided by sin x is 1. So we remain with just what? Cos x over 1, which is equal to cos x. Okay, so you could also put your equal sign everywhere here, saying this thing, this expression is equal to this, is equal to this, is equal to this. Right, and then here also we can say dividing by. Let me just do it by the side here. You can say this is sine x divided by sine x over cos x. Remember when you divide, remember when you divide by a fraction, you tip and times. This one goes down, this one goes up, and then you change this to multiplication. So this is sine x times cos x over sine x. Then sine x divided by sine x is 1. We remain with cos x. Okay, you see that? So we have what? Simplified the expression to one trigonometric ratio. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do there in question 5.1. Remember where you're getting the marks. To reduce this to this, you're getting a mark. To reduce this to this, you're getting a mark. So everything, this one, complementary angles gives you a mark. Negative angles gives you a mark. So even before you do a lot of things, you see that you have already 4, maybe 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 6. So the marks are coming from the process. Okay, make sure that you know how to do use the reduction formula, how to remember your negative angles, remember your complementary angles. Okay, all right, we'll meet when you're doing question 5.2.